Contains sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and as such it's intended for adults. Listener discretion is advised, and the content warning can be found in the description.
While Tres Keenos and the Happy Tricksters play Hey Mister with the Milkmaids of the Rooster Ranch, we're gonna give chase to the dastardly trio that just tried to trip up the True Blues, right here in the world of Villains and Vanity.
Hello and welcome to Villains and Vanity. In this special one-shot adventure podcast, we will play out a story of mischief and betrayal, using dice and skills to determine the outcomes of our actions. My name is Trey Miller, and I will play the role of Game Master for this journey. I am joined by 5 of the finest folks to roll the dice. 3 familiar players will take on the role of villains, while 2 new players will take on the role of henchpeople. Please introduce yourselves and your characters.
My name is Mindy, and I will be playing Tatiana, a devil folk rogue assassin. I am a henchwoman for the Heaven's Angels.
Heaven's Devils.
Heaven's Devils.
My name's Tony Ryan. I'll be playing Daryl Trueblood, the leader of the Heaven's Devils biker gang.
My name is Jessie Bennett. I will be playing Anastasia. She's a human sorcerer and leader of the Corpos.
Hi, my name's Sean. I will be playing Salvatore Tuto Santucci. He's a orcish fighter barbarian and working also with the Corpos.
My name is John Lombardi. I'll be playing Isaac Klotz, the goblin rogue leader of the Gassers, who is also an arcane trickster.
The role of the third hench person will be played by me, the Game Master. I will be on Isaac Klotz's side as a hench person for the Gassers. For this game of Villains and Vanity, we will be implementing some special rules. Our players will take on the roles of villains and henchfolk, and it will be the player's goal to earn the satisfaction and dark powers of their patron deity. Villains will play the role of the high-level leader of one of the 3 major evil factions in Luund: Daryl Trueblood of the Heaven's Devils, Anastasia of the Corpos, and Isaac Klotz of the Gassers. Hench people will play the role of loyal attendants to the villains and lieutenants of each of their respective factions or gangs. Each hench person has declared a faction or gang at the beginning of this game to determine their team. While a villain must stick to the faction they control, a hench person may secretly double-cross any player at any point in the game by writing down their choice to double-cross on their character sheet and revealing it at any point. Unlike typical tabletop role-playing games where players work as a team to accomplish a shared goal, in Villains and Vanities, the players will be able to cooperate, but ultimately only one villain and their henchfolk will be able to claim the dark powers at stake, and players will be forced to make compromises or turn on one another in order to complete the storyline. Combat will work as normal, with the exception that death saving throws will only be available to players when they suffer from an effect that causes instant death, such as a kill power word. Outside of instant death scenarios, when a player's HP is reduced to 0, they will be considered incapacitated and ineligible for the dark powers that they receive. If 2 villains come to an agreement, one may choose to voluntarily become incapacitated and become a henchfolk in order to give up the chance for dark power to the other villain and their henchpeople for some sort of material gain inside the world. Should a villain be incapacitated but their henchfolk remain in the game, those henchfolk may attempt an additional double cross, but a villain is not required to accept the services of a henchperson who has previously double-crossed them. Villain and henchfolk may interact with one another however they choose. Violence, deception, and betrayal are options, but not requirements. Your benefactors will soon come with a dark offer, and that power is available for the taking by one faction, however it may be taken. We find our villains high atop the Tower of Power, shortly after their humiliating defeat at the hands of the Happy Tricksters and the staff of the Rooster Ranch. They have rested and healed their wounds. And now they stand before an orb of immense power, a portal to a plane beyond life, sitting atop the tower of power that once housed the Warlocks. High on the parapets of this cylindrical building, we see Daryl, Anastasia, and Isaac in dark communion with the evil deities that grant them their power. They are accompanied by their right-hand lieutenants, Tatiana. Please remind me your name.
Sal.
Sal. Sal has a very cool longer name that we'll get in a little bit. And Wheezy F Baby, who's working with Isaac Klotz of the Gassers. The six folks seem to be speaking to no one, and yet sweat pours down their brows as they stand atop the seemingly crumbling tower. Dark energy permeates the sky, and though it is the mid-afternoon, the night is dark. Energy ripples between the sextet as their mouths move in silent communication with dark powers beyond this world. Inside their mind's eye, the six folks stare upon the energetic visages of dark deities, wrath, gluttony, and greed. Wrath seems focused on the heavens' devils, while gluttony addresses the Gassers. Greed, her lithe form, amorphous and energetic, addresses the Corpos. Though no words are exchanged, in their minds the voices ring clear and in unison. Shame, shame, shame. You have brought shame upon us.
Lords. Oh, it was, you gotta understand what's coming.
As you
towards us.
speak, your mouth is sealed shut and your lips disappear. Your words come out as mumbles. Silence! You see the energetic visage of wrath, the formless deity lash out at you with magic beyond this world. You will listen. You have one chance to redeem yourselves. Clearly the status quo is not working. The idea was plain. Greed speaks up. The Corpos provide the money. The Gassers provide the stuff. The devils put it on the streets. Chaos ensues, and our power remains supreme. And yet, somehow, these festivals that were supposed to bring ruin into Luund have brought back the good gods. We have competition for the first time in countless millennia, and I blame you. Gluttony looks at Isaac.
I also blame Daryl.
You were beaten, just like they, by the red-headed she-devil and her platypus pasties. If you can't handle some bimbo with scarlet hair and a blue duckbill, I just don't know why we've empowered you in the first place.
Well, to be fair, Wheezy wasn't there. I'm not much of a fighter.
Bro, I would have handled that visage. Know what I'm saying? I got something to prove.
Point being is that quality of product is as it should be. It's perfect. I make the drugs.
Of course you
It's
don't
their job
take
to protect the
blame.
drugs.
Your mouth opens.
Daryl's like looking over at Anastasia, and then his mouth opens. He's like, please, lords, the powers that we've been bestowed, we just need a little more. Just a little more. Just a little. look what we've got. Look what we've got. We've got everybody. We've got all the arsenal, but they snuck up on me. They caught us when we were planning. It's just a little more time, a little more firepower. You know what I'm saying? He looks over at Anastasia.
I don't think you deserve anything at all. I mean, you basically almost died in that last fight.
Where were y'all? Where were y'all?
That was pretty pathetic.
Handling business inside, man.
Yeah.
What's letting me get handled out back? Looks over at both y'all sharply.
You know, whose fault was that? You should have let us know. How are we supposed to know that you were out back getting your ass handed
Anyway,
to you?
that's why
I'd like to point out that Jolene lady was really powerful. Like, who would have thought that she was a crazy wizard?
That's true.
Whatever the fuck. Who the fuck is this guy anyway? Let me introduce y'all to Anastasia over here.
You mean
This is
Tatiana?
I'm Anastasia.
Hello, Anastasia. That's what I'm talking about. It's been a long day, and you guys know it. Y'all weren't there. I brought in some new blood, and we're going to get things straightened up around here. And the best thing y'all can do is get on board. Get on with the winning team. Can't you tell? That if y'all were there, we would have made it. And lords, y'all need to just set them straight.
You see that these energetic dark deities are just looking like they don't have eyes. This is like it's like sort of like more like a molecular structure of a being made of light. It's just entity energy that's there, but you can tell you are being judged. Like, you guys are bickering in front of your gods.
I'm thinking like 3 Zordons from Power Rangers.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Zordons, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's a good pull. You know, it's lo-fi.
Well, lords, y'all know what they had. Y'all saw what they had and what we were up against. Y'all were there. You've been ever present all the way. Like, what? Tell us what to do, and we'll do it.
A test. A test will be how we tell.
Yes, a test. Broad test. You will prove yourselves.
And as you stand atop the Tower of Power, tendrils of dark energy beam towards your beings, and you are filled with a resonance of evil. In that moment, as you are made champions of wrath, greed, and gluttony, you feel your very bones change. You are pushed to the limit of your evolutionary capabilities, and you are raised to the level 18. Your henchfolk now become level 12 of whatever class and purpose they have studied. You see Sal, Tatiana, and Wheezy surging, their muscles bursting, their eyes glowing. You see dark red power vibrating off of their souls as dark deals beyond words are made and sealed in moments without a chance for you to accept or decline. You have each been made into champions of your deities, and they look down upon you. You need order. You need leadership.
You need to figure your shit out.
Only one of you is called to lead this dark army. Only one of you can hold on to this power, for it is clear that there is an imbalance. You have been blessed. Now you must prove that you are capable of keeping it. Whether you come to an agreement amongst yourselves or battle to the death is beyond our care. But come tomorrow, only one of you and your henchfolk will keep this dark power that has been bestowed. We have spoken, and with a clap of thunderous lightning, Your connection to the dark gods is severed, and the orb of power atop the tower of power dissipates. The afternoon sun beams upon your heads.
Damn. Shit, guys, that's some real chat with the old big guys, huh? He's looking over at Isaac and Anastasia.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty big deal. I do feel pretty great about all this power I got, but I don't think it's enough. Like, I want it all, you know? Like, maybe you guys should just go ahead and bend the knee now. Right,
Whoa.
Sal?
Yeah, I think y'all should listen to Anastasia. She's real smart, and it'll break your heads if you don't.
Whoa.
Who are you? You're letting your minions talk for you, I see. Is that what's going on these days, Annie?
No, I just crack heads.
Just a head cracker. All right, well, let me introduce you to old Tatiana here.
Hello, everyone. Tatiana, and I just wanted to say I feel good. I feel good about this situation because I think that it's very important that the streets see some action, and I have strong beliefs in our movement here.
You sound like one of us, Sal. We're actually the head crackers. Who you with these days? Who you hanging out with over there?
Hey, now, you better back up.
I'm just, if he likes cracking heads, we crack heads down on the second
Bro,
floor.
head cracking is not exclusive
Fucking don't ever
to you,
listen to that
biker
guy.
bitch.
Yeah, this is the dolphin folk.
My name's Wheezy F Baby, and I'm
Uh-huh.
here to fuck up the haters. You know what I'm saying?
So in
Tell him,
response-
Isaac. Oh, what? You got something to say?
Well, no, just in response to him saying that, Sal's gonna kind of pull back his shirt a little bit, and you see all these tattoos that say loyalty and honor, integrity.
Oh shit, he's got
that's beautiful.
That's kind
Oh,
of
it's
roll
a
for
nice-
intimidation
nice
while
ink,
you reveal
brother.
your tats. And this brings us to a great point. Like, we're all a little more muscular, a little more fit versions of ourselves. We're feeling strong. Like, Wheezy is like, I mean, he was already like, no, he could hold his own, and he was about the same level as the Happy Tricksters, but now he's feeling gassed up even more than when he was empowered by love and lust. He's still in his bathysphere suit, like he's like wearing like a wetsuit thing, feeling very powerful. Why don't we hear about Sal's intimidation roll, and then we'll all describe how we look while we're being intimidated by Sal.
7.
We are not being intimidated by Sal while we describe the way that we look. Wheezy, as described, is like, he's bursting at the seams. His suit is like fitting tighter than ever. It's kind of like, it's got metal parts on it, that holds like a little bit of water inside and everything. But the parts that are elastic and wetsuit like are just bulging with muscles and veins. And he is looking strong. Please describe Sal in further detail.
Yeah, so he's just pretty much got like a tracksuit type, outfit. He just looks like, he's been in a lot of fights. He's
What color is his tracksuit?
He's got like a navy blue with white pinstripe
All right.
type deal, and he's
You say he's
a
an
tough
orc?
guy. He's an orc. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, he's fairly good looking orc. He's not real ugly, but he's been beat up a lot.
Okay. Isaac, what do you look like, and how are you feeling while you see Wheezy and Sal duke it out, intimidation-wise?
Isaac's just kind of staring at him, like, sort of, look at these two idiots type of stare. And he's about 3.5 feet tall. He's a very old goblin with a hood and like a magic, or like a cloak, like a cape cloak type thing, hooded. And he's very, very aged. Like almost his green skin is like pale green, almost a white. And he is very much about the efficiency of his laboratory. And so he's already, with this new power, just thinking about like crushing next month's numbers on like gas production. And so he's like ready to get back to the lab, as well as
I don't really think that it's necessary for like the front lines to like be leading the whole damn show. Most of you die. So I think really
It's okay. We'll take care of it.
if we're talking about efficiency, it should be yours truly because I run this shit right.
No, you
More
do you
power
want
to
to die?
the gassers.
If not,
I mean, hey, look, I'll go ahead and make it straight to
top
both
floor
of
it.
you guys. Corpos, gassers, y'all want to be on the front lines where you die? You'll be my guest. Be my guest.
no, I think that's where you should be. I'm just saying I don't think
Meanwhile-
you should lead from that position. It's a dangerous position.
Yeah, like
to
you don't need
lead
all the
from.
power. You're gonna die either way.
Do you know, I would like to say that this is why they call it the front line, by the way, because it does happen to lead. You know, I just wanted to bring up this point.
Oh,
My-
physically
my-
speaking, absolutely. You will be leading our way into battle, and I will be safely in my lab.
Hey, that's fine.
Improving
Come
the
to us
potency.
for your weapons, your armor, your methamphetamines to speed up everything. You know, come to us for the girls, come to us for the dogs, come to us for the tanks. But you want to lead, right? That's what you want to do, Gasser.
I'm just saying I'd be more efficient at it than.
Yeah, like I just think
you.
we're
Would
talking
you-
about. You
would
guys
you?
want to make money? Give
Corpos,
us
you are
the-
the money. You know what this
They are
is.
the top
You
of the
really want the
tower.
gassers to do the fighting and the ass kicking. You want your whole army of badasses to what? Listen, I mean, I'd rather listen to her than listen to y'all.
So
To
we're
be
in
honest, what do
agreement.
y'all even know? What do y'all even know?
I know how to make this gas.
Cool, you make the drugs. That's it, bro.
What
we
else is
enforce
gonna make the money?
everything. We enforce everything.
I pay-
My first lieutenant has more command ability in her left thumb than, well, excuse me for saying, we're excluding the corporation at this moment. He's looking strictly at the gassers and like kind of putting them on a bit of a pedestal.
You'd be riding around on a goddamn pedal bike if it wasn't for the money my drugs
Hey,
produce.
We appreciate everything you do. We really do, and we love you. We just want to be there to protect you. That's all we're saying. And as such, we got eyes in the front.
Call you Schwinn True Blood, pedaling around on your bicycle.
Yeah, I think you said it right. You guys are on the front lines, like at the bottom, and then we'll be on the top. You know, just
I
like the building.
agree.
You came in the building. You know, you guys are on the bottom. They're in the middle. We're on the top. It's simple.
And you know, just like get comfortable bending the knee.
But it's also not the best idea to have Anastasia in power either, because that's a clear target for assassination right there at the
I don't know
tippy
why
top
you're
of the
picking
building.
on them. They handle all the money
So,
for everything. That's the brains of the entire operation.
I got it.
Look,
I
I
got
get
it.
you
You-
guys are awesome. You're great. You're really good with like your beakers and stuff. But you know,
It's the perfect
Come
floor.
on.
I'm safe in the building. I have
Hey.
the security of the
Hey.
building. You're out there fighting.
Hey.
Anastasia pretends to be the leader just in case somebody tries to offer in the street.
Annie, you. I mean, I can't.
And I'm the real brains
Tatiana.
behind
You're
it
gonna let
in
this
the lab.
this nerd over
Problem
here tell
solved.
us what to fucking do? I mean,
Problem solved. Come on, we
all
can go
right,
back to the
all right.
lab.
Daryl backs up and he starts walking around like being quiet.
Listen here, I am clearly the true leader. Like you would, I am made of money. Do you not see this real polar bear coat I am wearing right now? Do you know how much that costs? You would not be getting anywhere without the men I have paid to be in your production. So go ahead and bend the knee.
That's real?
It's real.
That's real polar wear?
100%.
That's pretty fantastic.
It's Fucci.
Oh. I like it.
Yo, everybody knows Jarsachi is what's cool this season. Like, Fucci is.
I like
old.
Jarmez.
I can't even.
Jarmez forever,
Oh,
and it's
right.
durable as hell.
So you just see Wheezy is gonna walk to the center of like you guys are kind of all standing in maybe like a triangle formation. Your hench folk and your villains all sort of standing off on one another. We call it a Yamayan standoff, and Wheezy's gonna walk forward and he's gonna pull out something that looks sort of like a flashlight or something, and he's gonna look dead in Anastasia's eyes, and he's going to
Daryl's already got a shotgun.
King! Activate his blaze slicer.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I would think.
Are we doing this or what? Is this going down?
Wheezy, I must ask you, how are you taking notes on my memoirs with that in your hand?
He looks back at you and he's like, I'm sorry, boss. And he deactivates the blaze slicer
Thank
and
you,
he's gonna.
thank you.
He's
At
gonna
least you have
step
some
back.
kind of control over
And,
these
he
freaking
said,
goons.
"Look, I'm-
What are these guys? Fucking dolphin.
You're the
people over here?
boss. You're the boss, Isaac.
When did they even become canon? Honestly, I mean, you know.
It's hard to find good help.
I guess so.
Don't make me whip out my left thumb.
Oh, this one. Can I go fighter? I wanna.
You don't want any part of this, I guarantee it.
I need you protecting me.
You are welcome to murder that fucking engorged dolphin over there. He is really popping out your suit a lot these days, huh, Weezy?
What even happened to your voice, bro?
It's been a long day.
He's recovering.
I would like to maybe bow up, at you. And just kind of appear to be intimidating.
Roll for intimidation. While you and Wheezy are squaring off, the others look around. This pissing contest on the top of the tower is interrupting workflow. And soon, your lower henchfolk will come up and check on you. One way or another, something's got to give.
I rolled a 19 for intimidation.
Wheezy is looking at you, and he's going to roll a contested intimidation roll. Let's see how this goes. Wheezy's just staring you down, flames in his eyes, and as soon as you flex and sort of move towards him, he backs away, and he totally flinches. You got him. You got him good. He rolled an 8.
That is what I thought.
Hey, listen. Okay, she's kind of scary. Isaac, should we get out of here? Are we going to fight or are we going to get back to work?
Like I said, we gotta get back to work.
Gassers are coming out. So if you guys want to catch the fade, you can find us in the laboratory. And so Wheezy is going to look at Isaac and look at you, and he's going to be like, are we going?
Yeah, so Isaac is going to, to get his role of superiority back, he's going to cast Fly and start to levitate to be above Wheezy. So he can talk down at him.
Good.
He's telling him that we're going back to the lab. But yeah, back to the lab.
Fucking show off.
Anastasia's gonna look at Sal and be like, whenever we take over and everybody bends the knee, we're killing the dolphin first.
You don't like me.
Yeah, there's not much to like about that guy.
Oh.
Does Daryl hear that?
Roll for perception. All right. Are you guys being quiet about it?
I think...
I'm probably being stealthy about it.
So roll for stealth, and he'll roll a contested perception.
13.
All right.
Perception.
That'll be a 17 for stealth.
All right, so yeah, you're not able to hear that they want to kill Wheezy, but that does seem to be a general thing. You can also roll for perception, Tatiana.
In theory, we're just in a scattered out group on the rooftop.
Yeah, you're just on the top of a large tower. It's probably a 60-foot radius, sort of hexagonal.
I rolled a 12.
You did not hear them either because the stealth roll was higher. So the gassers have begun to move back down to their laboratory. There is an elevator in the center of the tower that they walk towards, and they are getting on the elevator and pressing the button to go back down, and the doors are beginning to close. You guys gonna let them go? Is that where we're at?
If anybody tried to walk off, Daryl would grab him and tell him to stop. Be like, let him go.
You want to keep it all here?
Oh, yeah. If the gassers are going to walk away and pull themselves out of the power control conversation, Daryl would totally...
Yeah, they're trying to go back to... Isaac wants to go back to work.
Fucking...
Fight it out between you two, and I'll just secretly do all the...
All right, so we'll decide, and whoever we pick, you'll...
What do you want me to do, boss? You want me to fuck up this little dwarf?
Oh, easy fucking baby.
My God.
About to send you back home,
He really
kid.
wants it.
As much as that...
Daryl pulls out a shotgun and shoots it at fucking Wheezy.
You gonna shoot him?
Fuck, if you don't stop me first, I'm in the process of doing it right now. Would you?
Yeah, so priority is on priority's on the gassers
He's not
right
gonna
now
talk to the leader of the
because Daryl's last action was to stop Wheezy and Isaac, and so we get a chance to respond, and we're doing a little shit talking, but at the moment it's ultimately on the gassers. We haven't rolled for initiative yet. But if he's going to shoot his gun, we'll roll for initiative, but you get a chance to respond to the pushing before he shoots the gun.
I mean, y'all can duel if you want, but I'm going to need another note taker.
Like, me, you, we're all bosses, we're all bosses.
You're not going to look out for me?
Wheezy's already pulled out his blade slicer. He's like, now he's bucking up to a boss.
But you just basically just offered Wheezy up on a platter. You were like, I don't care if you kill him.
True.
Like, Wheezy's like looking around and he's like, what?
My underling loves me. We love being bikers. We love murdering shit. We're going to murder Wheezy right now.
Why would you want to murder my Wheezy?
Because look at him.
Listen to him.
He is pretty
beyond
obnoxious.
being very
I mean, he doesn't talk a lot
He's
around
always been
me. I
incredibly
cut that
annoying.
shit off.
Is he a good?
pretty
Unless
early.
you don't want me to kill your laborer, Isaac, I suggest you get him out of here right fucking.
Well, we were trying to leave and you stopped me.
He won't shut.
I'm trying to get back to work.
Oh my god!
All right, roll for persuasion to see if you're able to convince Daryl that we get to go back to work.
And now, instinctively, Daryl's actually looking towards the corpo for like a nod. He doesn't even realize it, but he is.
All right, good.
Fuck.
Good. You rolled an 18 on your persuasion. Daryl, let's see. You can roll insight to see if this is able to convince you. You have to beat an 18.
6.
Isaac's making a very convincing argument. You like making money, and as much as you hate Wheezy does make you money.
I hate Wheezy. I hate that little shit doffin underling that you have, Wheezy. Isaac, if he was to fall in a fucking batch of that shit and disappear, I would not have a problem. Isaac, just letting you know, on your way out. Bye-bye.
All right, fair enough.
Fuck you, Wheezy.
Fuck you.
I respect your right to express yourself.
I understand that accidents happen all the time when there are big vats of very, corrosive materials.
Listen, you come near our corrosive materials and we're gonna have this whole 24-hour power thing figured the fuck out. Come see me in my lair, Biznash. That's what I'm saying now, Biznash.
You got to respect the kid's charisma.
The fucking...
I guess right in the moment, I'm kind of wondering, I'm starting to think to myself, oh shoot, this might take a while, and I don't know, I want to have a small drug stash for myself so that I can stay up later if needed, and I'm just feeling that in the moment.
Yeah, so you might have a drug stash in the garage in your room. We're on the top now, and the gassers have convinced the Heaven's Devils to let them leave. So Wheezy and Isaac are getting in the elevator and heading down. Do you want to get in the elevator and head down as well?
I'd like to run up and just kind of stop and say, listen, I know I was talking all that shit and I kind of feel the same way, but do you got a small bag or something, just for the night?
Oh, yeah, I always got a little something here for tasty. You never know when you're doing a little traveling salesman stuff. You gotta give a little sample.
I've got the gold piece, so maybe we exchange, and then I let the door close.
So you buy a bag of drugs, and then the door closes. The Corpos and the Heaven's Devils are left on the roof, while the gassers return to their lair. You are eyeing one another, knowing that death or agreement are the only future for your current relationship.
Tatiana, what the fuck? Oh, damn it. Did they get you? You're good?
I'm good. Would you like some of this?
Yes.
No harm
fuck.
done. Come on, here. I give you.
Well, I tell you, a lot of leadership material over there.
A lot of power. A lot of straight fucking power.
I see that you have a lot of power, and I respect that. I really do. I think you would be a great, third in command. Not assistant manager, but assistant to the regional manager sort of ordeal there. I feel like that would be a really great position for you to work under me.
I understand what you're saying. I mean...
Let me explain it to you, okay? So, you like to fight and beat things up, right?
We do, yeah.
Yes, very good. Yeah. You like to do that a lot?
Oh, fuck yeah!
Right, okay. We're talking about who is holding on to this massive amount of power, right? there's not a lot of people you need lots of power to kill. There's lots of people little power to kill. Good job for you.
Yeah.
We have the big power. We keep it, and we kill the big people.
The guns,
The
right?
ones that you can't handle.
The guns. Y'all got the guns. I've heard about y'all's
Yes.
guns.
So you make good second place.
I mean, if we get the gun, let's just keep these fucking assholes in check. Keep my shit coming, That's what we need. We need the shit to keep coming.
Does anybody know how to make this stuff?
The gassers, that's what but they're fucking gone. Like I'm saying, you give me the power, tell them I have the power, and then we'll know, you'll give me the nod whenever you want me to murder somebody, and it'll just be cool.
No.
Well, yeah,
see.
because we have the guns currently. See, that's the situation we're actually looking at, is that who has the guns and all the drugs and the crazy murderers, like that's, I think us, and he looks around and he's like, looks at Tatiana.
We have, some pretty fancy weapons on our level. Those are really great, pretty strong, powerful weapons, I might add.
Y'all gave them to us.
So Anastasia opens up her polar bear jacket to kind of reveal one of those like old school mini pockets, and like there's just an arsenal of all the different types of magic spell kept, like any potions you need, any sort of guns or weapons, all sorts of gold is just pouring out of her coat pockets. I mean, it's truly absurd what she's showing you. And yeah, I think I know who has more stuff. You see, I come from old money, darling. I'm sure you don't know what that is, but I was raised with all of this, and I get more every day. So I should be the one with the most power. But you know what? You guys would be great for talking everyone into working for me. I mean, everyone.
Anastasia, old money is old money. We are talking about bringing in new ideas, new business opportunities, new money, big power stuff. I think that might be, slightly something different. You take your old money and do whatever you like, but...
Well, the trick with old money is that it just keeps coming. So we are constantly changing and adapting to new ideas, and that's how we always have money. And we have had money for years and years and years to come.
Well, just saying, but half of our ladies here, they also have money that keeps coming and keeps coming and keeps coming, and,
She's right. She's right. This is she's actually, I'm about to retire. I'm not so proud of you. He's like...
Daryl's paternal.
Sal, my man, look. It doesn't really look. I mean, I agree with everything you're saying. We need you guys. There's no getting around it. I just, we need to come back to the gods with something. And look, I talked to the gods, and he flashes his ring of 3 wishes that he picked up from one of the gods earlier. So he's like, oh, I know a little something about power myself. It's no, these things come and go for all of us. We're all good, but we have to agree on, because we're talking about the evil gods of the everything, They're going to want the baddest ass. Clearly, that's me. He's just got bruises and shit on his face.
No, to be honest, I'd like to think that I have the baddest ass.
Oh, wait, slow down there a little bit. What are we doing here?
So Anastasia's gonna throw on the hood of her cloak, and she turns completely invisible, and she sneaks up behind Daryl, wielding her weapon, and whispers, "Are you sure you're the baddest ass?"
Roll for intimidation. It's the only roll we're gonna make this game.
I would say Sal, seeing Anastasia disappear, would just unzip his coat, and he's got like a battle axe and a bunch of little hand axes.
Ooh.
Just like standing there, ready.
Like some axe gang.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 16.
Is this against my armor class?
No, this is, you're gonna roll, let's see, let's just roll a charisma check to see if you're, like a charisma saving throw to see if that intimidation affects you.
I got a 5.
So you are thoroughly intimidated as this invisible voice, brandishing a weapon to, where were you holding it, to his throat or?
Yeah, kind of like the side of your throat, not like where you'd like slash the whole throat, but where you kind of like stab through the throat, sort of ordeal.
Oh, damn, Andy, fucking knock it off. Okay. And he like pushes can he touch it? Is it just invisible? He would try to like push.
No,
the
you can
knife
touch
away.
it. Yeah, you can push the knife away.
Yeah.
Do you strength check?
Yeah, I would try to do that.
Sleight of hand and return.
I feel like
You would let him.
Yeah, I would let him. I would let him push it away, and I'd be like, just know, don't talk all that shit before you know who you're up against.
Look, we're not trying to lead. We're just trying to tell the gods that I lead in case they need us to do some dangerous shit. I'm just saying, we the Gasser, the
Heaven's Devils.
Heaven's Devils. Excuse me, all this shit. I'm not very bright, but neither here nor there. I am a good. We have a good group of expendables. You know what I'm saying? We just let them go and we go get crazy. That's what you want to tell. I mean, look, by all means, look. He tries the same tactic as before. If you want to lead and have your people get slaughtered, then go for it.
So you guys stay on the roof, sort of bantering back and forth, not willing to hurt one another directly, but just trading insults or accolades in an attempt to convince one another that you're the one who deserves the power. What is Isaac doing down in his lab while all of this is happening?
He's back in his lab, and it's hot in there. It's hot on purpose. It gets him working. And it's kind of like a mix of like the city Mordor, where like the orcs are breeding the other creatures.
Is that in Mordor or is that in Isengard?
Is that Isengard?
It's in Isengard.
All right, it's like like the lava and like nasty heat, humid. It's like a mix of that and like a Indian sweatshop.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Okay.
And Isaac is floating around like Magneto, like with just his arms crossed, like just floating around and screaming orders at people, as well as like Wheezy's below him, like taking notes, and he is just cracking the whip and getting production. You see all the gas and steam being collected, and then like pipes and tunnels and beakers and tubes, and it's like Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory, but like making drugs.
Are the workers like into it, or are they exhausted?
The workers. I mean, they like, you see them, and like if you're zoomed in on the workers, and they're miserable, and they're like, like real sweaty. But then as soon as I come around and I'm flying around, they all like perk up and get to work real fast. And then the ones that don't, you see Isaac, he pulls like a wand out of his belt, and anybody that looks unhappy when he's around, it's a wand of smiles. So he like casts it on them and like force it, and you just see like their grimace like break and turn into a smile. And he's like, "That's better. Yeah, I want to see some smiles and some production."
It's like while you're flying around in this path that doesn't really follow any sort of path on the floor, you see Wheezy is just like running, trying to keep up with you and do his best to stay near you and write down your every thought and wish
and he's
into a
just
little
listing
journal.
off things that like he knows needs to be replaced. Like, we need new lights up there.
He's like, got it, boss. Yeah, of course. Whatever you say.
And he's like running and trying to he's trying to make sure that everything's set up. He's like, do you think we should like...
He like purposely flies over obstacles that then Wheezy's gonna have to like go around things. Like, he can't stay in a straight path, so he like ends up behind him a lot.
So do you think like we should do anything about the
Catch up, come on,
I'm trying to catch up anyway. So
Can't you fly?
So I can't fly. I'm wearing a really heavy armor. So can't we like? Should we do something about Daryl and Anastasia?
I don't know. My goal was kind of just to let them duke it out, possibly, and then we come in and swoop up the power at the end, perhaps.
I like your plan, but maybe we should set a trap.
What do you have in mind, buddy?
I don't have any plans, but the two of you spend the next hour or so discussing plans for a trap, and you can think of something that Isaac would like to have set up and in place. Should anyone come, you have enough time in your day to prepare something on your level of the base, because you are here now and not on the rooftop bickering. We'll say that the rooftop bickering and posturing lasts for about an hour of the 24 hours that you guys have. It has been an hour of bickering. Daryl, Anastasia, what do you and your henchmen decide to do next?
Yeah, I mean, he's dumb, so he's like, in his mind, if he can't win this through, like, convincing her, which I don't think he's gonna do, then he's going to, like, try to use force. And, Tatiana, I don't know what, yeah.
Do you know what I think? I think that we should maybe come up with an idea for, like, our own test. Like, maybe we make, competitions. I think maybe we should have competitions amongst ourselves, just to show, how
Are
powerful
you
we
guys
can
still
be.
on the roof, like, still bickering and
Yes.
posturing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sal would he's gonna just walk over towards the Heaven's Devil guy and like zip his coat back up. There's no need for this, and then he's gonna try to grab him.
Hey, what's going on? Hey,
Who are you trying to grab?
Pull down your fucking dog here, Andy. What's going on? What's
So
up
go ahead
there,
and
fella?
roll a contested strength check to see if you are able to grapple Daryl Trueblood.
Did I use athletics?
Athletics, yes.
So 22.
All right.
Oh, that's interesting. I got a 22 as well, but I just rolled a strength check. If I can use athletics, I got a much higher.
Okay, then yeah, you do use athletics. Grappling is a contested athletics check.
I
So
rolled a 21 with the athletics.
That's
which is
less
my
than
second roll.
22.
It is less than 22.
okay,
So
so
yeah, you totally grabbed me, I would think. What are you trying to do?
Just like
To the
pick-
leader of the Heaven Devils.
Just
What are you?
pick him up and look over at Anastasia and be like, "Is this guy giving us trouble?"
Don't make me release the hounds.
You know what? They have been kind of annoying me, and I totally trust your judgment. Like, we've been working together for a long time.
Hey,
so.
buddy, you don't want to do this.
You don't trust me. You have not seen what we've got in store for you.
I'm still invisible, right?
yeah,
I mean, yeah.
unless you took.
I
the
know.
hood down.
I
We hear
did.
your
I probably
voice.
would have
You
taken
did. I think
it
you
off.
might have said you took the hood down. I can't remember.
I didn't take the hood off. I just knocked the dagger down. But I will say that I took the hood off, and I am just still arguing. But at this moment, she will put the hood back on and go invisible again. But right before she does that, she will give the nod to Sal.
Daryl, I'd like to remind you that as a vampire, you have legendary resistances and legendary actions. And so you are able to act out of turn 3 times per round, and 3 times per day, you're able to automatically succeed a saving throw that you fail, such as being grappled by a goon.
Okay, in that case, using his like vampire ability, I imagine it would be like you would go in to grapple him and like grab him. You said on the collar area of.
We'll
like,
say all of this has
Okay.
already happened and you can escape it at your will.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh, I was gonna try to further like pin you down or something, so you could use it for that.
Sure,
if you want,
great.
or,
Okay, that
you
first
know.
grab, he like
Just
does a
kinda
quick
grabbed you.
vampire move, and your hands are off of him before you even know it.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to try again?
No, he probably still tries to like pin you down, but like whoa.
You notice I can move very fucking fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that burns one of my 3.
One of your
charges or
legendary
whatever.
resistances. So he gets you for a second and asks Anastasia for the nod. Anastasia gives him the nod, and just when you think that everything is secure, Daryl shirks out of your grasp, and you no longer have him grappled. Are we going into battle here?
And then
Sounds
he
like it.
Yeah,
Daryl
roll for
repeats, but
initiative.
in like more of a vampire voice. He's like,
I repeat, you don't want to do this.
Roll for initiative. So, atop the Tower of Power, Daryl,
And that's
Tatiana, Sal, and Anastasia vie for power. Did anyone roll above a 20 for
I got
initiative?
25.
24.
25 for Sal, 24 for Tatiana.
16.
20 to 15, we have Daryl with a 16. Did anyone get above a 16? So 16, we have Daryl Trueblood.
And are we gonna keep Isaac and Wheezy off of
Isaac
initiative
and
right
Wheezy
now?
are not here right now. They are in their levels preparing for whatever might come.
Do we have any idea that they're about to be battling up there?
I mean, that's exactly what you think is going to happen. Yeah, there's definitely cameras that you can tap into.
Like my terminal
totally.
and see
So
if
you're
still up there.
that's what if that's what you're doing. That's great. You know that they are fighting.
All right. I have my plan.
And so 16 was Daryl Trueblood, who got between a 15 and a 10.
I got a 10.
So 10 is
Anastasia.
Anastasia. All right. Sal, get us started.
So as soon as he disappears and kind of vanishes or whatever, Sal's gonna.
He's not vanishing so much as he's out of your grasp.
Yeah,
he has
does like a
invisible
vampire movement. Like
it felt like it was so quick. He felt like he vanished.
Like a shadow shudder. Like
Just wanted to be clear because Anastasia did vanish.
So Sal's just gonna just kind of clench his fists like, oh, I hate these guys, and he's gonna use bonus action rage, and so how far away is?
We're right.
Yeah, you're right next to each other. You're within 5 feet of him
I
because
didn't
you
get
just
away,
grabbed
just
him.
like your
Yeah.
hand
Okay.
just got off me real quick.
All right, yeah. So Sal's just gonna say, "You get your ass back over here." He's gonna just try to grab him again.
Okay, you're gonna make another grapple attempt.
All right, but I got advantage this time because of the rage.
Sure. Yeah. So you rage and you're grappling.
And this is athletics.
Yep. Athletics with you don't have advantage.
Filthy 20.
Okay. What'd you get?
19.
All right. So you fail again.
I use another fucking vampire movement. To fucking
So you use your second legendary resistance. You're gonna, when she starts popping off spells, you're gonna regret using these all on being grappled. But it is now. That was your attack. You probably get 2 attacks.
2 attacks. Yeah.
Get after it.
Since this grappling's not going well, he's gonna just try to. They're gonna pull out. He's got a great axe. One hand. He's gonna just try to take a swing at him with that. And he's gonna go reckless too.
Okay.
Get the advantage.
So you get advantage.
Yeah. All right. So it's gonna be 23 to hit.
Does a 23 hit Daryl's AC?
Yeah.
All right.
Is your great axe normal axe or?
It is a great axe of warning.
Okay, so it has magical properties to it. Okay, good.
So he's just doing one hand, so it's gonna be a D8. So 6 plus. Okay, so it's gonna. I got plus a lot. I got rage damage +2, dueling feat because it's one hand and nothing in the other, so that's another +2. So I got +4 from that. So 17 damage.
Wow. So Daryl, you're gonna take 17 damage as this great axe. Is it a great axe or a battle axe?
It is like the one-handed, like the two-handed version.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Just a battle axe.
Whatever that one's called, you swing it, and it cleaves into Daryl's exposed flesh.
Oh, fuck, man. Come on. I can give you a great life. Come do this shit for us, man. Fuck. What the hell? He pulls the axe out of his shoulder. Fuck, man.
I already got my leader. She's yours, too.
Yeah, she's fine. Whatever.
Daryl, I'd like to remind you that you have legendary actions available to you that can be used after anyone's turn. 3 per round. He doesn't.
In addition to the other 3 things I used, that the 2
Those
of
were
them-
resistances.
Those are daily. Legendary resistances you have 3 of daily, and you've used
I
2
want to
out of
bite
3.
them. That's what I want to do. My vampire.
Yeah, so
sense
check
is not
out.
lighting me.
Take a look at what legendary on your the creature section of your character sheet. Take a look at the options that you have. One of your legendary actions is to bite, but in order to bite someone, they have to either be willing or they have to be grappled by you. Now,
Are we grappling? Isn't that what we were trying? No, I kept blocking them.
so you
You would
can
have to grapple.
you can use a legendary action to make an attack, and as a vampire, instead of dealing damage, if you successfully attack, you will grapple them.
Okay.
Then, once they are grappled, you may attempt a bite attack at them for 2 legendary actions, which would be your 3 total. That will allow you to siphon health from them. You can find the details of this on the vampire stat
Seems like
book.
too complicated for Daryl. He's like, I don't. He's
No,
thinking
it's
about
good.
that and how it's going to burn away all his powers. He's like, he just used 2 powers to block this stupid fucking underling, and now it's fucking. He's like very upset with all of this. And
Well, the
just-
legendary actions refill each turn, so you should make sure to use them. That's going to be a part of the equalizer because boy, Anastasia over there has some powerful spells. It is now Tatiana's turn. Unless Daryl would like to use a legendary action.
No, I don't. No.
Okay.
How dare you? So I pull out my rapier and I just go to slash him. Sal. I'm hitting Sal.
You're gonna try.
I'm going to try and hit Sal. Does 21 hit?
Negatory.
Wow.
Okay, so I don't know. I go to swing, and I guess then I just kind of lose my balance.
I mean, it's close. My armor class is, so maybe it glances off me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
unarmored
It's a bit of
barbarian.
a glancing blow, but do you have a second attack? Oh, you're a rogue, is that correct?
Yes.
You would have advantage because he's engaged with another fighter, so you can attempt a secondary roll.
That's lower.
It was not better. All right, so your action for turn is spent attacking, and you attempt to break through his armor, but you fail.
As a bonus, I would just like to disengage for a moment and just move a little further back from the situation.
All
I'm
right.
kind of embarrassed.
Yeah, you're like, oh no, and you get out of there. It is now Daryl Trueblood's turn.
Okay, so what he's thinking, he's got that wish ring, and he's real dumb, so he just wants to use the he wants to hold this guy out. He wants to take Sal and hold him out over the edge of the building because we're still on the roof, right?
Okay.
So that's what he's envisioning in his mind. He doesn't know how to wish for that because he's not really the best with words or whatever. So he's just he thinks the wish ring works on what you think about, and then snap your fingers. So he snaps his fingers and reaches out, for Sal's neck, and he wants to hold Sal out over the edge of the building.
Great. So you focus on your ring, and you think about holding Sal over the edge, and as you do, power surges through you, and you can feel it stemming from your mind. Your usually straightforward thoughts become a tangled buzz of telekinetic fervor, and you cast the spell Telekinesis. You now have the ability to manipulate creatures or objects by thought. This spell will be available to you for 10 minutes, and you are concentrating on it. As an action, you can try to move a huge or smaller creature, make an ability check with your spellcasting ability, contested by the creature's strength. If you win, you may move the creature up to 30 feet in any direction. The creature, until the end of your next turn, the creature is restrained in your telekinetic grip. On subsequent rounds, you can use your action to attempt to maintain your grip. You can try to move an object that weighs up to 1,000 pounds. If the object isn't being worn or carried, you automatically move it 30 feet in any direction.
So yeah, Daryl would definitely be you want to show off his power or whatever, and he'd be hey Sal, you fucking little shit. Annie, you see what I can do? You see my power? And he snaps his fucking finger, and you see one of the little 3 stones on the ring glow and light up, and then I guess it's Sal, you would maybe feel a big hand over your throat and pushing you back 30 feet.
Yeah, so you're going to make a DC 18 strength saving throw.
Okay.
And we're going to use...
Does rage give me advantage or no? I don't think so.
Not on saving
No,
throws.
no.
I think it's ability checks, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
12.
So you are taken and moved 30 feet. We said it was about a 60-foot radius area, and you were kind of in the middle. So we'll say that you get right to the edge, and you are being held right over the edge
Maybe
of the Tower of Power.
Not real close to the edge.
You could reach out and grab to catch yourself if you were to fall, but right now you're hovering about 5 feet over the edge of the Tower of Power.
Fuck yeah. And Daryl just looks over at Anastasia. He's like, huh? Huh? You see it? Yeah? Oh, mm-hmm.
I will remind you that it is this is a concentration spell, and you can stop concentrating on it at any point if you wanted to. If you are hit and the spell is interrupted, you may be forced to stop concentrating on it.
Yeah, and that makes sense. He's not doesn't even really understand that.
I'm sure that Daryl wouldn't know that, and maybe I shouldn't be explaining it to Ryan, but I nonetheless I have. It is now. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
It is now Anastasia's turn.
Okay, so Anastasia. So, quick question.
Okie dokie.
If I use Mage Hand and remove the ring from Daryl's hand, would that spell drop?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay. She's gonna go out on a little leap of faith right now and assume that it will. Like, she's gonna look at Sal and kind of give him the head shake, like, I'm gonna take this ring, you might fall, be ready to catch yourself. And she's gonna cast Mage Hand and attempt to take the nice shiny wish ring off of your hand.
Alright, let's go ahead and make an Arcana check versus Daryl's strength. You conjure a magical hand and it soars across the roof of the Tower of Power. Daryl is concentrating, focused on holding Sal just over the lip.
Sorry.
I think somebody rolled well and somebody rolled poorly.
I got a fucking 11.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Oh, so Anastasia, using her magical energy while Daryl is distracted, slowly slips the Ring of Wishes off of Daryl's hand.
He says as the ring goes flying.
The spell does not stop, but you do now have possession of Daryl Trueblood's Ring of Wishes.
I always wanted something this shiny, and so can I use the Mage Hand to slip the ring onto Sal's hand?
That feels like
too much.
I think commanding you can I was gonna say the opposite. I feel like creating the Mage Hand is an action, and you can command it as a part of creating it, and then as a bonus action on your turn, you're also able to command the Mage Hand. I might be wrong about that, and it is a little bit of a liberal interpretation of the rules, but for the sake of flavor and the fact that this isn't any game anyone's familiar with, but actually Villains and Vanity, I think we can go ahead and say that will be a use for the Mage Hand, and you're going to slip it onto Sal. The thing about the Ring of Wishes is that it does require attunement. Okay. So if you're going to put it on now, we'll say that you can use it, but you would have to drop attunement to one of your other items if you so choose.
Okay, as soon as all that happens, because it's my spell, right? The wish gave me the power to.
You have telekinesis currently.
I would kill that instantly. Like if the ring comes off my hand, I would think.
Let's roll for perception to see if you notice it coming off your hand.
That's good stuff.
He's not very perceptible, but he rolled an 18.
All right, so roll sleight of hand. Anastasia, to see how sneakily you removed this ring and placed it onto Sal's hand.
She's no granny. 12.
You were not stealthy when you did this, so Daryl, you are aware that your ring has been stolen and put onto Sal's hand.
Yeah, if he's still controlling that he would just stop concentrating on it instantly because he knew that would make him.
All right, Sal, go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you're able to grab onto the ledge before you fall.
So I get advantage as a danger sense.
Oh, great.
For dexterity saves I can see. Oh, yeah. It's going to be 19.
All right, so you are able to grab onto the lip, and you are struggling, but you're held fast. You are there.
Do we see the ring holding on to the?
Yeah,
like
just the ring is on his finger while it's there. We're gonna come back around to the start of the round, and Sal, it's going to be your turn, Daryl. At the beginning of the round, I need you to roll 2d20, and you're going to regain that much life. Your vampiric healing begins to seal the wound that Sal opened in your chest with his axe.
15.
Sal, in order to get back up, you're going to need to use your action to make a athletics check or an acrobatics check to attempt to get over the ledge.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's correct.
So that's 23.
23.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. You make it over the ledge. You still have your bonus action and your movement, but that was your action for round.
What's that look like coming up over the edge?
What does it look like, Sal?
So he's got the battle axe in his hand, so he gets knocked back, and he just like simply catches it with one hand, keeps his battle axe like just so you could still see it. He just pulls himself up with one hand, and the leg pops back up, and he's just like
very strong, Sal.
Very scary stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like he doesn't know what just happened. You know, he's like got this ring on his finger now, and he's got the axe in his hand. So I think as a bonus action, I can do a quick toss. It's like a battle master maneuver.
Okay.
So he's gonna he's got the battle axe in the one hand, and he pulls up with the free hand, and then he lands on his feet, and then with that hand he just quickly pulls out a hand axe
And you're going to toss it
toss it
at Daryl.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Make a ranged attack.
Yeah. 30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I bet that hits. How much damage is that? You're still raging, is that correct?
Yeah, but a thrown attack is
Oh,
not,
that's right. It doesn't play into that.
But I do have thrown weapon, which gives me +2 anyway, so that's going to be 10 damage.
All right. So
Is
Daryl
your
takes
axe
an...
stuck in me? Like, does it come back to you?
It's not returning?
Yeah, no.
Then
no,
it is
no.
stuck in Daryl,
Yeah.
yes. Is that your turn?
And then whatever movement I have left, I would just
Yeah, you have
try
your
to close
full
the
full
distance.
movement. So you
because I use my action.
you were moved 30 feet back, so you could move back right to where you're squared up with Daryl. It is now Tatiana's turn.
I don't know what you think you're doing over here. You are attacking a mob boss directly. It's not something that we really, handle okay here. So
He would just say, "I listen to my boss" as he's running.
Who is invisible?
I think she's still here.
I'm here for support.
So I had moved back some on my previous turn, right? So I'm not like really close to you, and I'm going to take out my short bow, and I'm going to take a shot at Sal, since he seems to be the attacker.
I forgot to add my superiority die. I just did four more.
4 more damage, Daryl.
Sorry about that. I forgot to add that D.
It's 18 to hit.
Nope.
Sal's AC is just unbreakable. His armor. Well, he's
I
not wearing armor.
No, I have
so,
20 Constitution and 20 Dexterity and 20 Strength, so it's just unarmored defense.
So it's not that you're glinting off of any armor. It's that you're moving out of the way.
I have a tattoo of protection, so maybe that gives me a little magical shield here.
It's almost like in Dune when they try to strike you with a knife. If you move too fast, it won't go through, and so you're just glinting off of his magical armor.
Magical tracksuit.
Magical tracksuit.
Oh, okay. So that glances off.
It's very unfortunate for a rogue whenever you miss your one attack per round.
I can't believe you would challenge us. We have devil in our name. We are obviously powerful. And I kind of, obviously I'm embarrassed that my next shot misses. So.
All right, roll for intimidation with disadvantage.
Okay.
If you succeed at this roll, then you're going to give the corpos... Oh.
That one.
Disadvantage on their next skill checks. What did we get? A natural 1?
Oh, yes.
That's the look of a natural 1. So, as you attempt to intimidate them, they actually get a sense of, oh wow, you're scared. We've got this in the bag. Because of your natural 1 and how obvious it is that it's not going very well for you, we're going to give the corpos a chance to sue for peace. If you guys are interested, you can ask them to bend the knee once more.
All right, guys. Clearly you see what you're up against now. And I'm going to give you one last chance to bend the knee or die, right, Sal?
Yes, Sal will just, after, he's charging towards Daryl, he's going to, slow up his pace a lot, kind of kind of starting to put the axe away and just giving him that look and go, you look like smart, man. Smarter than me. You know what to do.
Daryl, it is your turn.
Yeah, I know what to fucking do. Listen. You see, exactly. Let's bend. And all this bend. It doesn't. You're making it sound so dramatic, Anastasia. God dang, bend the knee. Like it's. You know what we do. We all do it. Nobody has to bend the knee. All you have to do is let us lead, which you're gonna do anyway, because you're gonna send us into battle. It's not about bending knees. It's about who do you care about dying. You guys want to die? Go die. But you need us to go die. And so just let us, fuck this guy. Right? Anastasia? Fuck this guy. You guys are tough. What the shit are you feeding those boys up on the top floor? God dang. Tatiana, I had no fucking clue. I'm sorry you had to witness this complete ass whooping I've been taking by these.
She doesn't let me use the stairs. I have to climb up the wall on the side for my strength. Yeah.
True.
Fucking lead. Shit. I don't. T, you got a problem with this? I don't care if they fucking lead. What, you're gonna keep the drugs going and the whores and the fucking all the boy, all that's gonna keep going, right?
You'll be happy if you bend the knee, and if you ever try to cross me again.
Okay, we got
I
you.
will kill you in your sleep.
You're really revving me up right now. I'll cross you my ass. We will murder you. I'll murder you right now. Let's, fuck you.
Do you not see what is happening right now? You're dying.
I'm not
We're
dying.
whooping your ass.
I have so many fucking...
I'm your fucking wish ring.
I'm a vampire. Let's go. I got 1,000 more rounds in me, sweetheart. Let's go. You too, Sal. What you got? What you up to? Got any bleeding? Any bleeding going on there, Sal? He's looking Sal over for any blood.
So during this, Sal's just gonna be. He's looking down at that ring, and he's like,
"Oh yeah, my fucking ring. He got my ring."
He just drops his battle axe, and he's like, "I wish this guy would shut up."
It's a fucking wish ring. Does he even know the fucking wish ring?
You are silenced. He just wished that you would shut up. So now.
I don't think he knows he did it. He's just kind of like
much like before. Whenever the dark deities sealed your mouth, your mouth will not open, and you attempt to make noise. You can't even hardly grunt. You are now concentrating on a powerful version of the true polymorph spell that has polymorphed Daryl into a version of himself that cannot make noise.
He just, knowing that these thoughts just happen, he just looks over at Anastasia like, what is going on?
Well, I think you just accidentally used, a really powerful spell, and now he just can't talk anymore, which is, the best case scenario.
So Ryan can talk about how Daryl's feeling.
Yeah, Daryl's fucked. He's very angry. He kind of knows what happened, and he's okay. I don't know if this is even okay, because wouldn't there an attunement process be having to take place with the ring before the ring?
I hand waved it. I said he could drop attunement on something else in order to.
All right, so we'll go back to Daryl's fucking face is sealed shut, like the end of the dang Beetlejuice movies or whatever.
That's quite what it's like.
And so he's looking at Annie. He's Annie's got the fucking power. Anastasia's got all the power here. He's like, do something. He's nodding to his fucking. He's nodding at the underling, looking at Anastasia like, fucking fix this.
Take care of Anastasia?
No, get your fucking fix this. He can't do anything. He can't say anything. Okay. He's eyeballing from Anastasia over to Sal, Anastasia over to Sal, back over to Tatiana, Tatiana, and then back over to Anastasia. He's just eyeballing everybody, somebody fucking fix my mouth.
I know you can't talk right now, but you can still bend the knee.
I don't think that's part of, what we are raised for here, since we are, born leaders. It is kind of in our blood to, try to attempt to lead, I think that you should at least give the man back his voice, right?
Daryl, it is your turn, and if you're not going to bend the knee, you're going to need to make another action or lose your turn.
He's just like running around like.
Anastasia, it is now your turn.
Well, I guess I did give you a chance. She's gonna cast Fireball at the 5th level.
All right.
On you.
And Tatiana, it's a 20-foot radius, if I'm not mistaken. Will you be attempting to get both of them?
I will attempt to get both of them, and miss out on Sal if I can.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's a good point.
He doesn't care.
Sal's in the middle of it all.
Sal's like, you could do it. It's okay. Bring it.
It's normal for your relationship to throw fireballs at Sal.
Yeah, Sal. So that's a Dex save, DC 19.
Everyone roll. DC 19 Dex save. You're going to take full damage. If it hits, half on a success.
20.
So I rolled 18, but I also have resistance to fire.
Great. That means you'll take half damage. Okay. What was the DC? 19?
19.
Yeah.
So I missed. I got 18.
Okay.
What's the damage?
Yeah.
I'm rolling. Hold on. It's loading.
It's a lot of dice. How much damage is it?
Level 5.
It's 10d6.
10d6 damage coming at you.
So cool.
Spell users get all the fun. While Anastasia's calculating her damage, Isaac, what's going on down in your floor?
So Isaac has been working with Wheezy, and we have created a few laughing gas bombs.
Nice.
And I have now opened the window of the 2nd floor, and I cast flying on myself, and I tied a rope to my waist, and a rope under like the pits of Wheezy, under his little pits, and I cast Featherfall on him. So now I'm gonna like fly him up, dangling by the rope, up by the side of the building, and we're coming in for an aerial assault.
Oh, you're coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We're like floating up.
Great.
Like a hot air balloon.
Why don't you go ahead and roll initiative for me as we enter into this next round?
That was 34 damage on that.
So you're going to take 34 if you failed, 17 if you succeeded.
14 for initiative.
All right. So,
and if Wheezy has to roll too.
Wheezy does. He rolled a natural 20.
Oh, beautiful.
So Wheezy. So while you guys are the aftermath of Anastasia's devastating fireball, he's barking at the darkness in the
damn
bathroom.
2nd floor, pups. Sorry, our dog's coming.
All dogs on the 2nd floor.
We walk them on the roof sometimes.
Mid-battle. So as you deal with the devastating after effects of Anastasia's fireball, you see coming up over the edge Isaac, and dangling from Isaac on a rope of inexplicable strength.
That works perfectly with the initiative, because I was planning on kind of like flying him over.
And like just swinging him in like a cannonball.
Like dropping bombs.
Yeah, so you fly him over, and Wheezy, unable to move, dangling from a rope, swipes with the blaze slicer, making an epic attack. And he's going to swing wildly, and it just so happens that he swings right in the invisible area where Anastasia lay hidden.
Rude.
All right. Does a 24 hit Anastasia?
Yeah, definitely.
Okie dokie. So, the radiant damage of his blaze slicer howls into the air as he makes his first attack. You're going to take 13 damage. He swings.
He's like the opposite of a pinata.
He swings again as he flies through the air. He has 3 attacks to make as he is dangling through. So this time he's going to swing at Daryl Trueblood. Daryl does a 22 hit.
Yep.
All right, so you're going to take. It's only 12 damage, but as the radiant power of the Blaze Slicer hits you, you are reminded of your fight.
Can I use my last legendary reaction to shoot at him real quick? This is Wheezy.
You can use a legendary action to attack back, yes.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, if I see Wheezy flying above me, I'm
Wheezy's
definitely
flying at
gonna
you with
shoot
the thing.
at him with a
You don't
shotgun.
have a legendary resistance to an attack, so this attack is going to hit, and you're going to take radiant damage, which Daryl knows is horrid for his vampiric powers.
That's the sound he made.
Yeah, well, and I guess we'll have to retcon the whole thing. I said this happened in the afternoon, but it definitely has been happening in evening and dusk into night because Daryl's a vampire. You take quite a bit of
additional damage?
I'm sorry, you don't take additional damage, but you are now unable to recover health this round as the radiant damage takes away some of your vampiric abilities. You're going to use a legendary action to attack at Wheezy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He has one more attack remaining, and he's going to swing at Sal. Sal does a 20 hit.
Nope.
So he attempts to hit you, but you're wise to the gambit at this point, and you dodge out of the way. Daryl, legendary action time. You shooting?
Yeah. Do I have advantage or anything?
No advantage.
It's just 13 to hit.
Yeah, so he's swinging through the air. He's hard to hit right now. He's a whole thing. Sal, it's your turn.
All right. So Sal stopped raging during that little thing and started concentrating on that spell, but he's going to bonus action rage now. So
okay, so that's going to drop the spell.
Yeah.
So Daryl is now able to speak again.
Damn! Woo! That was fun.
And then, are you holding anything in your hand?
Yes, a shotgun.
Shotgun. All right. So he's. I'm assuming I still got some space in between us, or am I right up on him?
You're
now?
right up on him. I think
okay.
you ran up.
All right,
Well, you were at the edge. We pushed you off of the edge. You pulled up
Came
onto
back.
the
Okay,
edge.
He moved 30 feet back towards you,
right.
and the 30 feet was as far as the telekinesis could move him. So he moved. So you are right
So
back.
I got Wheezy
Alright.
above both of us, trying to drop bombs on us.
Yeah.
Is what I imagine.
So yeah, the bombs are coming down. Yeah, he's just one track minded. He came in, he pulls out his 2 little hand axes, and he's just gonna try to do 2 attacks on
All right.
reckless. He's gonna do reckless attack too.
Wheezy listens about as well as he does in the factory, goddammit, because he's supposed to be dropping gas bombs on these motherfuckers. Instead, he's swinging a sword around.
All right.
What?
So both attacks were a 30 to hit.
Fuck,
And
yes.
so the first one he's gonna have to. It's a disarming strike, so he's gonna have to drop his item if he doesn't do. I think it's a strength saving throw.
All right, let's make that strength saving throw.
Should be 17 DC.
DC 17.
Yeah, 21.
All right, so you do not get disarmed, but you're going to take some damage.
So 19 for the first one, which tried to disarm him.
Where are you hitting? Are you just hitting me in my shoulders and shit?
Yeah, just overhand, hand axe,
Overhand axe
chops.
stuff.
Both sides. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, 19 and
13.
All right. So Daryl is getting whacked. Is that your turn, Sal?
Yeah, the bonus action rage. Yeah, that's it.
Great.
So I just,
Tatiana, it is your turn.
I must say that, I just, I don't like the way things are going here.
You're fucking right about that.
So I would like to... So I would like to use Misty Step and kind of teleport back behind Sal. I would assume that he's still kind of close by.
Yeah, I'm hovering over Daryl.
You still
there,
going after
swinging.
Sal?
Yeah.
For the time being.
There are other targets now, and I'll remind you that you have attempted twice to hit him, and his AC is quite high.
That's fair. Is Anastasia still invisible?
Anastasia is invisible. You are welcome to make a perception check to try to locate her.
Okay.
We will call that a bonus action.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go ahead and make a contested stealth check.
So I rolled a 14.
You're trying to beat a 14, Anastasia.
I got a 16.
Okay, so you are unable to determine where Anastasia is, but you do see Wheezy dangling above the battlefield within attack's reach, and you see Isaac far above him.
I mean, so I could still Misty step back behind Wheezy then.
Yeah, well,
technically, right? And he is
Wheezy's like
reachable?
moving, but you could watch his path as he travels and try to Misty step right to where he's going to
Kind
be.
of like back
and-
behind. I
yeah,
think
and
I
get
wanna
that
do
sneak
this.
attack.
Yeah.
You can still Misty step in a way that you'll be in his path and he won't see you.
Okay, so I'd like to try to do that then.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make your attack.
Uh, 28.
28 to hit? That big time hits, so give us some damage.
This is with my rapier.
Okay.
By the way, I kind of whip that out. So 11 damage.
Alright, so as you strike, and that's including your sneak attack damage?
Oh gosh, no.
I was thinking it would
Thank
probably
you
be
so
quite a
much.
bit more.
Thank you.
We will say, as you tally that damage, that your strike severs the rope that is holding Wheezy connected to Isaac, and Wheezy falls to the battlefield, no longer tethered to his villainous commander above. Wheezy looks to Daryl, Anastasia, and Isaac, begins to question his role in all of this, wondering if siding with Isaac was the best idea.
So that's going to be 38 damage in total. That's in total.
Oh, shit! Wheezy takes 38 damage,
Quit getting hit down there.
putting him at 98 health. He looks... as he hears his commander berate him in the midst of his loyal battle, as he contemplates his place in the world, he looks to where he remembers Anastasia standing. He's gonna say, "Fuck this goblin! Who wants some fucking dolphin help?" And he's going to attempt to double-cross Isaac. Will anyone accept the loyalty of Wheezy F. Baby?
This is like such a hard decision, you know, because I personally find your voice to be like pretty annoying. But, you know, I've been told that my voice is also pretty annoying. So maybe we would make like the perfect team.
I'm saying. Do you like?
Do I hear this?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, everyone can hear you talking, and they now have a bead on your location within, like, a 10-foot square.
Did I hear that he's wanting to betray me?
Yes. It is Daryl's turn.
Daryl looks at Sal and is like, "This is who you work for?" Like, it's fucking... Oh, man. We party, Sal. We party, brother. Come on, like, let's get with the program here. He doesn't take any actions. He's just like, fucking, this is stupid. He's like ready. He's like really missing his drugs as well. And he's like,
He's
starting to
over
head
it.
back to the elevator. He's like, fuck this. Like, I don't...
In the middle of the battle, you're just going to walk towards the elevator and say, fuck this.
I think he's kind of, he doesn't want to be hit with a fireball.
All right, so the
or,
elevator
like,
is
attacked.
close to where you are, and you're
Sal.
able to get into the elevator with your movement. You could use your action for turn to activate the elevator to go down.
Yeah, he's like, fuck this. I'm getting out of here. And
All right.
hopefully nobody attacks him because
You-
he's just trying to go chill and have a
Yeah,
Could I take an
you're
opportunity
able to make
attack?
an opportunity attack for sure.
I'll try to grapple him. Can I do that? Like,
Yeah,
try to
sure.
grapple?
Yeah.
So this advantage.
It's going to be an opposed athletics check, and you do have advantage. Daryl, you're going to need to roll athletics.
28.
You're trying to beat a 28.
12.
As you attempt to move towards the door, Sal pins you to the ground, and you are unable to move.
Sal says, looks like we're destined to spend the night together.
Oh, you sick bastard!
You still have
so
your
that's
action
my
for
actions.
turn, yeah.
So he's gonna take one. He's gonna do just an unarmed punch, to try to punch this motherfucker.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Does a 17 break your AC? 17 does not hit Sal.
All right, so he's gonna fucking just swing it. Well, yeah, I guess he would swing again. 24. Does a 24 fucking hit?
Oh! You hit him with a 24.
So he's still holding the shotgun, but he's like swings with his fucking right arm, and he's like trying to. I guess this is more of an elbow, trying to fucking
Close
like,
quarters,
break
little
your
Muay Thai.
How much? How much
6.
damage? 6 damage. The first damage Sal has taken, I think.
Resistance, because I'm raging.
Oh yeah, so you take 3 damage.
Fuck, this fucking animal, Annie. Get this dude off me. God dang. Let's go
just
talk
smiled.
about this in the bar. Can we just get everybody together? Look, we got flying fucking Isaac. The goddamn dolphin man's trying to leave. Well, what are we doing here? We're gonna eat each other from the inside. I never thought I'd be the voice of reason. Fuck.
Isaac, it's your turn.
All right. Since he wasn't, I'm going to attempt Well, man, now that Wheezy's talking about betraying, I'm thinking about flying him off the edge of the building.
He's not connected to you anymore.
Oh, he
Tatiana.
dropped?
Yeah, Tatiana's rope or attack cut his rope, and
Okay.
so he fell to the ground and yelled,
Very
"Fuck
slowly.
Isaac." Yeah, well, he was
His
really
feather
close
falling.
to the ground. Was,
Oh, okay, so he
was
just
the way I
landed pretty
pictured
quick.
it. So he just
Okay.
landed. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was close enough that he was slicing
That's what I was
earlier.
thinking.
Yeah. He was like just a low wrecking ball. It was funny. All right, so I'm going to... Are they all grouped up? I know them two are real close together. 'cause
Yeah, they're more or
grappling.
less grouped up. Nobody knows exactly where where Anastasia is, but Wheezy and Tatiana are close together, and Daryl and Sal are close together, and they're within about 20 feet of one another.
Because I heard her talking earlier, I have blind sense.
Oh, good.
So because I heard her, I would know where she is as well.
Awesome. Yeah, so you have a direct bead on
So I'm trying to
Anastasia.
drop one of these laughter gas bombs, kind of where it would hit the largest group.
That's great. Okay, so let's look this up. I'm pretty sure that the exact name of this spell is copyright protected, so we'll just call it a laughing gas bomb.
Yeah.
And
I have it pulled up. It is like a wisdom save of 16.
Okay, we're gonna make that wisdom save a 20 because of the power of the gasser's gas.
Nice.
So everyone's gonna have to make a DC 20 wisdom saving throw, where they're going to be under the effect of a laughter spell that makes everything funny and makes you fall to the ground, unable to move as you're overcome with mirth. How did anyone pass?
No.
No? Everyone has failed.
I got a natty 1.
Does this count as poison?
No, it's not poison damage. It is, you're technically being poisoned, but that's...
Didn't need it. Natural 20.
Oh boy, so everyone except for Anastasia falls to the ground, racked with laughter. I will remind you, Daryl, you have one last legendary resistance remaining.
Yeah, he's definitely going to use that.
Okay.
If he remembers. And also, did he get to heal that turn? Was that
You did not get to heal because
Alright.
you got hit by Wheezy.
Okay, so yeah, he'll use his last vampire reaction to not get that gas.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to say, can't hide from me. And I'm going to target Anastasia with my crossbow.
Nice.
And am I flanking? Do I have advantage or anything on this?
She is not being flanked currently.
All right. Let me get back to this here.
You do have, I'll say you can have advantage because you're flying in the air.
Yeah, I'm like above,
Yeah.
like raining down.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to say, let's see, it's going to be a crossbow attack here. Yeah, so because I'm a crossbow expert, I get to use my bonus action. If I made an attack with a one-handed weapon, which was dropping the bomb,
Yeah.
then I can make a
Great.
bonus attack action with my crossbow. And Pardona, I can't seem to find... Oh, there it is right there. Perfect. All right. Oh, my goodness. A natural one did.
Oh no.
Unless I got blown by some wind or something.
Yeah, we're gonna say that the bolt misfires, and because of the tension, the crossbow sends it backwards into your chest. I'm gonna need you to make a concentration check to make sure you're able to maintain your flying spell.
Is that a save?
Save? Concentration saving throw. Yeah. Anastasia, you're up next.
14.
Let's see how much damage you took. Yep, you pass. Nice. So you're going to take 2 damage, and you are maintain concentration on your spell. Anastasia, it's your turn.
Damn craft move.
So sensing that somebody has gotten a view on her, she's going to move a little bit. So she is going to stay on, like, the edge of the ring is where I imagine her being right now, like, kind of on the edge of things, not super up close and in the middle. So she's going to stay along the edge, but just move about 10, 15 feet in one direction or the other, just to move and get into a new space and see if that helps with her invisibility.
I was wondering, because I'm flying right now, how does it work as far as, like I didn't use my movement?
Uh-huh.
Like, would I be able to reserve my movement for, say, like, applying, like, disadvantage to an attack if they're trying to hit me while I'm in the air? Like, I could just, like, move 5 feet to the right.
No, that's a creative use of the mechanics, but I don't think that's written into the rules anywhere.
Not with flying.
That's like the dodge action.
Yeah, that would be...
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
And then I'm going to cast Shatter on Tatiana this time because she was going after...
Tatiana is very close to Wheezy, and you would be getting both of them.
Both of them. Great, yeah.
Oh, man, I thought you liked me.
I honestly forgot that you were double-crossing him and asked to be on my team. So...
Nobody likes you, kid. You're stuck with me.
Wheezy's furious. Like, he's upset. It is, so you're going to cast Shatter on everybody here?
No, I'm just going to do Tatiana. I'm going to steer clear of you. Thanks for reminding me. You know, it's so busy in the corporate world.
So are you going to court Wheezy as a hench person, or are you going to deny him? Let's make that clear so that he can react to...
Yeah, I'll look at look at Sal and be like, the more the merrier, right?
Yeah, we need to get out of this.
So, yeah, you're on our team, boo. And then she's going to look and cast Shatter on Tatiana. So it's a Constitution saving throw, DC 19. Oh, God.
You fail?
I failed.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be full damage, and that'll be 32 damage.
All right. Take her out.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
At the beginning of the next turn, Wheezy sees that Tatiana has been attacked, and he sees that Anastasia has declared willingness to allow him to join forces with the Corpos. He is going to look at Tatiana with fury in his dolphin eyes, and he is going to rear back with his Blaze Slicer. You guys haven't experienced those episodes, but a Blaze Slicer is a non-copyright protected light bladed weapon coined by Xantor. It is a weapon of his people. It's an alien weapon. Anyways, he swings down at you, and as he swings, a light glows in his weapon, and you feel pain in your stomach. So he's going to make a bonus action, or he's going to use a bonus action to hex Tatiana. You're going to have disadvantage on dexterity checks, and then he is going to just start ripping into you with his Blaze Slicer. He swings one time. Let's see here. Oh no, does a 27 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
No, sorry. No.
Good. Does a 14 hit? Oh. Well, if a 16 doesn't hit, a 14 doesn't hit. So one hit strikes, but he is going to smite. And with his smite, he is going to deal... Let's see... You're going to take 32 radiant damage as this blaze slicer cuts into you, and the hex worsens the attack.
And so, like, as this is happening, I'm still laughing, correct?
Yeah,
With,
you're racked with laughter.
And so I'm just like, oh, and I go down.
That knocks you down?
Yeah.
So Tatiana is out. As you watch Tatiana fall to the ground, the color in her skin fades. The bulging muscles of divine strength that had been granted to her recede, and she returns to her powerful but normal form that she had before the contest of the gods was begun. Daryl, you no longer have a teammate in this battle.
Should have bent the knee.
It is now Sal's turn.
All right.
Can I ask a question about that? So
Sure, yeah.
Am I still down, like death saving throw down, or does it?
No,
just
that's
revert
one of the
me and
special
then
rules for Villains and Vanity is that you do not get death saving throws. When you're out, you are out.
Okay, thank you.
Your character's still alive, but you are no longer in the running for divine power.
So do I have to do a saving throw? Is it Tasha's hideous laughter? I mean,
Yeah.
the gas hit me. The laughing gas.
Yeah. Oh, that's correct. So let's look at the rules for the non-copyright protected, generally speaking, unpleasant laughter.
Yeah.
A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if this spell affects it. Target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand for the duration. At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, you can make another wisdom saving throw. So this will actually take away your turn, as you have to see if you succeed against the saving throw. And we said it was a 20. We'll make it go down each turn, since that was quite a bit more than the standard DC. So 18 is the DC this turn.
Would he? Could he possibly try to wish his way out of this with an action?
You could possibly try to wish your way out of this with an action.
Yeah. So
You'll notice 2 of those stones have glowed, and there's 1 stone left.
Yeah. So he's like, this isn't funny. I don't know why these people are laughing. And he starts laughing. He's like, I wish I wasn't gonna laugh at this.
All right, and you are no longer under the effects of Tasha's hideous laughter. Okay. The ring on your finger that once glowed with a mighty magical power is now inert.
All right, so that was an action. I'm going to use my action surge now.
Okay, great.
And do I still have him grappled? Was I able to hold on to the
You're still holding on to him.
Okay, yeah. So I have the grappler feat, so I'm going to attempt to restrain him, pin him down.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a pin a grappled creature is what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to try to pin him down.
Yeah, and that's another contested athletics, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So what did we get there?
Only a 17.
Okay,
I got a 10.
So you are now both restrained. You are holding him in place and can make no action, but he can also make no action except to attempt to break this grapple. It will take Daryl's action for a turn to break this. Since Tatiana no longer has a turn in this fight, it is now Daryl's turn.
And Daryl loves being close like this. So he wants to take one of his legendary actions and do another quick fucking movement to face to face you, so you are really, really close, and then show you his teeth or whatever, his vampire teeth pop out. It's my turn.
It is your turn. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so just
totally.
that. And then I guess he wants to pull out his little warhammer thing. Which
you're unable to make any action other than to attempt to break the restraint that has been put on you. It's worse than being grappled.
Let's see. I guess just try to break that, right?
So this is going to be another contested athletics check.
19.
I'm rolling like shit. 12.
All right, so Daryl is pinned fast by Sal and can do nothing to resist his powerful grasp.
You get 2 actions per turn. Is that like a
You get 2 attacks per turn, not
attacks?
two actions. You haven't really been using your legendary actions. You're welcome to use another legendary action to attempt to break out of the grapple.
Yeah.
You also have the ability as a vampire to turn into a cloud of mist, which would immediately render you no longer restrained.
He's so dumb he might not even know about that. But if he like remembered it at this point after like struggling and shit, like yeah, he would definitely be like, oh yeah, fuck shit.
All right, so you use your legendary action to burst. That is your turn, Isaac. It is your turn. Daryl has turned into a cloud of mist. Sal is on the ground. Anastasia is nowhere to be seen, although you have some ability to perceive her. And Tatiana is unconscious on the ground.
Turn into mist.
Laughing mist, I would imagine, because
You resisted the laughing.
Okay.
You used your last legendary resistance for that.
So while I'm still in the air, I'm going to cast Tidal Wave on all of them.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, what are the effects of Tidal Wave?
Conjure a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. The range is 120 feet, so I'm good there. It can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Each creature in that area must make a dex save of 16. On a failed save, the creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and is not knocked prone.
All right. Let's go ahead and roll our saving throws.
the gas too.
Wheezy succeeds. Yes.
I have advantage if it's a deck save, something I can see. Can I see this coming? I mean, I got him pinned down, so maybe I don't see it.
You can see this,
Okay.
yeah.
Disadvantage.
You're dead.
Oh, so I don't have to roll.
And you don't have to roll. You're going to get hit
You're
by
gonna
this.
feel it.
Yeah.
And I got a
Rather wait.
6, so I guess my gaseous form doesn't matter. I can still get caught.
You get, well, it's a wave hitting your gaseous form, and you're going to take half damage because you have resistance to all damage while in gaseous form.
You become bubbles.
All right, so did Anastasia succeed at her saving throw?
What was I got an 18.
16 was the save. So
Okay.
you are not knocked prone. If you failed, you are knocked prone. How much damage do they take?
Oh, let's see here. 4d8, but half if you succeeded. So 22, 11 if you made it.
All right, 22 damage if you failed, 11 if you made it.
And 6 if you're raging with resistance
And you made it.
passed.
Yeah, that's true. Isaac, do you have any other actions to take per turn?
No. I think I'm just going to kind of position myself. Like, if there's anything... I'm trying to think. So we're on a roof. Is there any sort of structures on the roof?
There's
that,
actually...
like, are taller than the ground level? That
There are, yeah. Think of it like the parapets of a castle or like the battlements. It's got that sort of gear-like formation where some areas are higher than others, but there's like a castle wall style rim around this tower. So you could stand on the tall or the short parts of the
Whatever
castle.
I can like fly like behind, where he's just like flying sideways, and you see him go behind something, and I'm going to be bonus action hiding.
Great. So you hide behind the battlements.
Yeah.
It is now Anastasia's turn. You are wet.
I did not like that. Did I not tell you that this coat was 100% real polar bear? So she's pretty pissed. She sees that Isaac means business, and she's noticing that he's kind of above in the air, a little bit above everyone else, and she decides it would be a good idea to go ahead and cast Meteor Swarm on Isaac.
Well,
I did hide.
what is Meteor Swarm's
Unless it's an area
description?
effect.
It is.
Yeah, because then it
It is. It's a 40-foot radius.
All right. So, are you going to attempt to get more than just Isaac in this? Are you going after Daryl as well?
I
or-
don't want to go after Daryl because
You'll hit
No.
all your
Boss.
friends.
Do it, boss.
I will hit Sal too, and it's Sal.
And
Listen, Sal and Wheezy. Like, I know you guys are confident that you can take this, but this is a lot of damage.
All right. So you're gonna move it so that it's just hitting the area
Maybe
where
you
you saw
can.
Isaac disappear.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do because, like, she's not at this point. You know, this guy over here. I mean, how many times do we have to beat up on him, Daryl? I mean, yeah, like that's easy fighting at this
Get him,
point.
boss. Get him, boss. Get
Yeah,
me too,
no,
boss.
just-
Come on.
Let's
So-
stop the gas. Let's go have a beer.
So it'll be a Dex save, a DC 19 for Meteor Swarm, and if you make it, you take half damage.
And that's just targeting Isaac.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and roll that damage. How much damage is it gonna be? He said
20d6.
20d6. So that'll take a second for it to.
How close is this? Can I use my reaction to
What was the
to
save?
try to slide us into the
19.
range to try to get him in there?
Ha!
19.
If it's close enough.
So you
So
no,
you-
I don't think there's a. I mean, unless you have a reaction that allows you to move.
No,
I rolled
they
exactly what I needed.
And so do you take any damage or do you?
I think I'll take
You'll
half.
take half damage, so half damage is gonna be 42.
Does an arcane trickster not have the evade that some rogues have?
But I think I bonused action before.
Oh,
When I
okay.
hit.
Is it a thing? I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. I can check. Hold on. Let me look real
No, that makes sense.
I have a maneuver that gives me a reaction, but it's kind of like the sentinel feat. When somebody enters my range, I can get an attack off. So
Yeah,
that would be the only
that's
thing.
not it.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna take half damage from that attack, Isaac, as a.
Oh yeah,
swarm-
I do have uncanny dodge.
That's what I was thinking.
But I made the save, so I take half. So would uncanny dodge make me take half of half?
I guess so. Yeah.
All right, we'll do that then. Because it's a reaction, not a bonus action.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, you're absolutely
It's a key
right.
function of the
Okay.
being
So I
a
take-
rogue.
So full damage was 84. Half of that was 42, and then half of that would be 21.
21. All right.
Still a hefty
It
hit.
is a big hit.
Damn straight.
We come back to the top of the next round, and Daryl was dealt no radiant damage last round, and so he's going to regain 2d10 of health. Wheezy turns towards Daryl. He says, "You've been talking a lot of shit, big boy. Let's see if you can back it up." And he's going to start moving towards you menacingly, and you feel that same turning in the pit of your stomach that you heard Tatiana, or that you heard me describe Tatiana having. Like, you're being hexed. And so he's going to cast the hex spell on you, and this time it's your strength that's hexed. You're going to have disadvantage on your strength checks moving forward, which means you'll be easier to grapple. And he's going to look at you, and he's going to say, "There's only one thing to do with people like you." And his Blaze Slice is going to come out, and he is going to move menacingly one step at a time towards Daryl. And he's going to swipe out with his Blaze Slicer. Let's see here.
You know, you're lucky we're not all eating you, Dolphin boy. Go ahead. What you got there? A little tool? A little stupid light stick? What do you got? Huh?
So he's going to use up his 3rd level spell slots for a 3rd level smite on you. First attack is coming in. Let's see. Does a 16 hit, Daryl?
Hell no.
Do you have advantage because I have him pinned down, right?
Do you, does a
Oh, it's
no? You don't.
missed.
He's missed now.
Oh, that's right.
Does a 27 hit, Daryl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you be hit as missed?
Yeah, he takes half damage from anything except radiant, which is what this is entirely, actually. 19. Does a 19 hit?
No.
Okay, so you're going to take 4d8 plus 7, so that's 21 plus a d6 for your hex. So Daryl's going to take 26 damage.
You gotta take half of that for being a mist?
No, because it's radiant. It's going to hurt you a lot. And
Hey, Wheezy, where'd you get that cool little thing?
Don't worry about it, bro. There's a lot of things you don't know about me.
I'm all out of legendary reactions, correct?
yeah, you can take a legendary action. You're out of legendary resistances.
Okay.
So you could.
It's not my turn.
It's not your turn, but you with your legendary actions, you can attack 3 additional times per round against people. So you could respond to this with an attack.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, he's gonna... Can he pull out a weapon and attack, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're a mist right now, so you'd have to drop your mist form.
Nah, he's just trying to get to the elevator. He's trying to leave.
Sal, it is your turn.
All right. The guy that's in the balloon, do I see him? Where's he at?
He's not really in a balloon so much as he's just flying around,
Oh.
but yeah,
Do
he's
I
hiding right now.
Was there a rope
you-
Was there a rope that I could grab onto to try to jump and grab? and
He's
climb up?
hiding.
Oh, he's
so
hiding.
you could, yes, but he's hiding. So you would have to roll perception. We'll say it's a bonus action to try to perceive him.
All right. 9.
You do not perceive him.
All right. So he's just mist form. I don't really. I mean.
Yeah, I'm whispering.
So
to
where's
you, though.
Anastasia? She's close.
She's invisible. You can't see her.
All right. So yeah, Sal's just like, guys, this is what's going on around here, and I'll just do my second wind.
To heal yourself up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just do that.
Are you going to attack?
I mean, who could I attack?
Daryl is in mist form and can be attacked.
Oh, okay.
But he's
Takes less damage.
Yeah, he takes less damage. He's moving towards the exit.
But he is a visible mist. He's
Oh,
not an
I see.
invisible mist.
Okay, yeah, then Sal would be like trying to throw axes, I guess. He's got little hand
Okey-dokey.
axes. So
Are they magical?
Yeah, they're just
Okay,
plus whatever.
Okay, good.
Well, that went far. All right, that one is 16.
Nope.
And 30.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so that's...
You see a little bit of blood come out of the mist. You know, it's kind of a weird looking thing.
13 as the second axe gets wet.
I think that mist
All
has
right.
a bloody nose.
So, as you attempt to escape Daryl, you hear a voice in your head. To leave now is to deny my grace. You recognize the voice as Wrath. You may leave.
Daryl hears this?
Yeah, you may leave, but you will be admitting defeat.
I'm fucking tired. He just wants a drink.
All right, that's an option. That was always an option. Your hench person is down. The fight has been difficult for you. To leave and admit defeat,
Is it his turn?
that's an option. It's your turn.
Oh no, he would after hearing that he would know that if he left he would be like fucking dead, as good as dead anyway. So yeah, he's gonna turn around and do everything he comes. He pops out of mist form. He pulls out 2 of his warhammers and he comes, running at Anastasia if he can make it to Anastasia.
I'm invisible.
Why don't you roll for perception to see if you can see Anastasia?
Do I have to roll stuff?
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth.
And we got Isaac still in the air and Wheezy on the ground, just acting a fool, trying to cut me.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here, kid.
Sal's right there.
Sal's here too.
You said investigation?
No, perception.
I got a 16 on my stealth.
19.
So you see Anastasia and you may run at her and attack.
Heck yeah! So I catch the little glint, and I'm like, "That's the fucking." He's really angry. He wants. So he goes and tries to swing at her twice with the warhammers. First time for 20 to hit,
20 hits.
and second time for 24 to hit. Actually, that hits as well. Got 9 damage with one of them, and 14 damage with the other.
So you're gonna take 23 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, he's trying to smash your boss, just fucking with the hammers.
Nothing the way you might think.
Go. All right, he's angry. He's like, Annie, fucking call us, shut off. This is wild. Let's go. Just make me boss. I'm ready. He's like really hurt too.
All right, it is now Isaac's turn.
All right, Isaac, after taking that meteor storm bombardment and seeing his life flash before his eyes, he's going to stay behind the rock, and he's going to point his finger at Anastasia, and Anastasia hears in her head,
We can come up with some sort of a peace arrangement. I have an offer to make for you.
Oh, yeah.
I will bend the knee. You take the power. In exchange, I get upgraded laboratory equipment.
All right.
And Wheezy as a slave for life.
You know what? I think I can work with that deal. That sounds really good to me.
I'm happy to come to an agreement. I'm going to come out now. Please do not hit me again.
All right, that sounds great.
I'll pop my little self out and come back down to the ground by him.
Come on, Anastasia, there he is. Let's get him.
We're not. He surrendered.
Come on. No. Oh, great. Wait, he's surrendering to us.
No, there's a little bit of a deal with this.
What do you mean?
Well,
he surrendered to us. That means we get to make the deals.
Yeah, he surrendered to us, but only because I told him that you would be his lifelong companion.
Companion?
Yeah,
like
so basically,
sexual?
No, I mean, only if he asks. You just pretty much do whatever he asks, but
What?
you don't get paid.
That sounds like slavery with extra steps.
It's not slavery because you're in love.
I don't love him. I'm in love with... I'm trying... That's my whole thing. I'm a redemption paladin. I'm trying to redeem myself for
I can't
lust.
change authors midway through my memoirs. You have to stick around.
Oh, no!
You will work with me in the background, and I will be a bit nicer to you.
All right, Isaac, what are you going to do for your turn?
I guess try to... Well, that was my action, that message spell.
Oh, okay, great.
And then my bonus action or movement was going to be coming out of Hyde and coming back down there with them.
Okay.
And then I guess... I don't know if I can bonus action and talk, but I'll try to convince...
It's actually a free action.
Convince Daryl...
Daryl, buddy! You lost this one, man. You're outmanned and outgunned. It's time to bend the knee and get back in your place.
Fuck.
Bend the knee.
I know.
At this point, I'm just ready to go to the bar.
We know the devils are pawns.
He looks at the corpo. He looks at Anastasia. He says, "Boss, I'm done. I'm done."
You'd be happy
and
to
as,
be the leader
as
of the
you
pawns.
say that, lightning cracks again, and the powerful orb of energy atop the Tower of Power once more springs to life. And the lo-fi visages of wrath, gluttony, and greed look at you. You can sense disappointment, rage, fury coming from wrath and gluttony, while greed stands poised, a ball of proud energy, ready to command the forces of darkness as they move forward into the future. And we will see how this impacts the world of Wooks and Warlocks as we continue on our journey with the Happy Tricksters. Thank you all for joining us on this adventure. Special thanks to Sean and Mindy for joining us and adding their voices and talents to this episode.
Thank you.
Round and around in the tunnel when it's dark we go, searching through the rubble for what wants to spark like a shout in the night. And the sight of the past, it can fill us with fear all night, though we know the wheel comes back after time. Oh, sweet time. And the soul will rise from the ashes. We will climb. clouds brewing a storm deep in the sky. Words spoken in anger, vibrate like a neon sign in the mind's eye, multiplied by time and time again. It's those we love that we lose when we struggle with what's inside, just hoping for hope, something to ward off the fright and the soul will rise from the ashes.